Hello, my Scorpio friends, and welcome to your March horoscope reading. March. Unreal. I can't believe it. At the same time, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to springtime, friends. All right, let's jump right to it, my Scorpions, my Scorpions. We are first going to be looking at general messages. We're going to see what's going to come through for the month of March for you. What do you need to know about? And then the second part of your reading, we are going to be focusing on your love life, my Scorpions. Let's get started. Spirit, thank you for allowing me to channel these messages for my Scorpio friends. What do they need to know for the month of March? What's going on with my Scorpios in the month of March? What do they need to know about Spirit? What do they need to know about? What's going on? What is going on? Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay. Not walking away, not leaving something. Getting over heartbreak and disappointment. What's going on, Scorpio? Arguments or discussions that caused conflict with no resolution. We have the Four of Cups, the Ten of Swords, Four of Cups. We're going to put those back. All right. If they want to come through again, they will. What do my Scorpios need to know? What is going on in March for them? So there's a situation here that I feel you're not ready to walk away from yet. There's something here that's keeping you here. There is an emotional blockage when it comes to it. It's interesting because it's like I feel like you really want an exciting new beginning. I feel like that's really this Ace of Wands. It's like you're ready to have an exciting new beginning, but there's a blockage here in love. There's a blockage in emotion. It's like ready for action, but disconnected from the emotion. Wrapped up with not leaving something behind, not walking away. Why the Three of Swords in reverse? I feel like there's something here about feeling seen or overcoming a situation. It's like overcoming heartbreak. I do feel like you are feeling better when it comes to something that broke your heart, disappointed you. It caused you a lot of sadness and needing to like rebalance yourself. I do think that this is something that you probably have been dealing with for a while. This doesn't feel like new energy at all. So I don't think this is something that's just going to pop up in March for you. There's conflict here around a conversation or arguments with people. Like I said, it's conflict without resolution. Why this Five of Swords, Spirit? There's a Queen of Wands in reverse showing up. So it could have been a conversation that was had with someone who is really like fiery and argumentative, moody perhaps. Their tact may have not like been there. I don't know, something about maybe the way that this person communicates, like they got upset. Maybe I feels like someone here was really upset. And it left one person like needing to walk away from the situation. Someone else is like tending to their own wounds, and this one's like, what the fuck just happened? Like it just feels like there's different perspectives. Everyone's kind of afterwards left dealing with it on their own, whatever was said. I do think it's verbal. You are going to be really in your head about it. This Ten of Swords, it's like you're like you don't see a way through, even though there is, obviously. It just feels like you feel stuck and unable to let go. There's something here you're unable to move on from. Very Scorpio energy. I know Scorpios very, very well. Very well. And this feels like you're deeply, like the emotions run deep here. And there's something you can't let go of, but you're unable to see the future. You're also not making a move. All right, why this Four of Cups, Spirit? There's lots of memories here, and you go back and forth. You like weigh out your options. It's like pros and cons. Like you're kind of stuck in the past a bit. It's keeping you in daydreaming. Like it's disassociated, but it's also kind of like you're daydreaming. And I feel like you're not moving on. Or no, I should say it's not moving on, moving forward. You're not proceeding, but there's also a new understanding that comes with it on your part. There's something here that you find out and you're like, oh, I see it now. I get it. Yeah, there's a truth that comes out. There's a truth to a situation that comes out. And even though you don't proceed forward, like you hold back, maybe you hold back saying something, it's because you learned a truth. Mysterious, just like a Scorpio. All right, let me see if there's anything else. No, I think that was pretty loaded. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So it's this energy. It's fiery, but it's not enough to keep anything going. Only take it as it resonates. That could even be, speaking of this conversation or this argument, it's like a fiery situation and things are said, but it's not enough to keep something going. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do we have for my Scorpios in the month of March? What advice do we have for my Scorpios in the month of March? What advice do we have for my Scorpios in the month of March? Oh. What was that? 2. I'm not going to take them. Oh. Yeah, I will. I thought it was the repeat cards, but encouraging you to just show up very passionately in your life. Move forward with the things you want. The things that bring you excitement, where you can see growth. I see you working hard. I also see you like not committing to anything other than yourself and the things you have going on. Lots of different messages. Moving forward. We do have that 2 of Wands in reverse. I'll check it out. There's that avoidant energy again. There's something here that you're so over that you just kind of have to ignore. You're undecided on it. I am sensing indecision. Oh. Speaking truth. Won't take those. Let me calm down, deck. Calm down. All right. What did you want to say? What do my Scorpios need to know? A wish fulfillment, and it came out with the Temperance card. Be careful what you wish for. There's something here from the past that you already know. Maybe it's tied into your wish. Maybe it's something you know not to wish for. Maybe it's being specific with your wish. With your whatever it is you're manifesting. There's something very healing to it. Why this King of Wands, Spirit? Why this King of Wands? Look at that. The king is like confident in moving forward, and then there's the energy of not moving forward. It's literally the same exact card in different positions. One is reversed and one is upright. There's either a relationship or a union, a partnership here that's been affecting you. Things I don't know if you guys are together. If you are, things aren't working out right now. And there's something about looking towards the future and encouraging you to make big decisions for yourself. Take leaps of faith in yourself. I did see this earlier. I feel like you're ready to move forward. You're ready to drop something. It's been emotionally exhausting, and you're like, this isn't like, is it even like ever gonna end? Like you're over it. You wanna give up on it. Why the 2 of Wands in reverse? Maybe I feel like there's a lot of thinking back to the past and maybe fantasizing or dreaming, and it's kind of messing with your vision for the future because you keep thinking of the past. There's a Queen of Pentacles energy showing up, a feminine healer, maybe business owner, mother, like doesn't have to be someone very nurturing, very responsible. they can provide for themselves and their needs for those around them. They're very giving, but right now they're not, you're either ignoring them, maybe you see them as not giving to you, or you're ignoring something when it comes to that energy. So if this energy is you and you recognize this as yourself, there's something about that that you're kind of disregarding for right now. You're like not trying to think about it. You're bored or you're over it. You're not trying to think about that. By the Two of Swords. You're unsure how to proceed. You're feeling a little pessimistic over a new beginning. I just think you're not really clear on how to proceed. There we go again with the Seven of Swords in reverse. There's something about authenticity. When you manifest, when you say, I wish X, Y, and Z, be honest about what that is. There's something about being honest. What are you wishing for? Is that really what's best for you? What do you know about this? There's healing that you've already done here. So what do you want? What's this decision about? What's that Two of Swords? It's something that you don't want it like stressing you out how it has. Something that's maybe like kept you up in the past. Something toxic here. Very isolating. Maybe you feel alone. There's lots of heavy energy. But this devil at the bottom of the deck, this could be codependency on something. This could be whatever behaviors you've leaned on maybe in the past that have maybe contributed to like holding you back, not good for your growth. All right, my friends, that is what I have for you for the general portion of your reading. Let me clear this away and then we'll do your love portion. All right, my Scorpio friends, let's continue on with your love reading. I did have to pause your reading. My nail finally broke off and it was an entire ass situation. So now we have a Band-Aid, friends, and it actually feels better in case anyone is concerned or wondering. I could get back to shuffling our cards. All right, let's tap back in. Spirit, thank you for allowing me to channel these messages for my Scorpio friends. What do they need to know about their love life in the month of March? What's going on in their love life in the month of March for my Scorpio friends? One more shuffle. Month of March, Spirit, when it comes to love. My Scorpios, what's going on? We have a Knight of Cups in reverse with the Seven of Wands in reverse. What's going on with my Scorpios in their love life? Wow, Scorpio. We have the Tower card, which could, this could be something that you don't see coming, or maybe you do. There's definitely a big shift coming, possibly with a mother figure or someone, a Taurus, perhaps, a Capricorn, Virgo, doesn't have to be. There's something about, I feel like you already kind of see something coming, or you know that there's a shift I feel like you feel a shift coming and you kind of already know about it with this High Priestess card. It shows you being very in tune and not talking much. There's something about, if this is a marriage, it could be a marriage, a relationship, the foundation that you had going on that isn't, but it doesn't feel like it's working out. And there's been like a lack of either focus or a lack of energy that's been put into it. Like there's a lot of work needed that someone here wasn't putting at one point. I paused for a second because it's interesting to get this Emperor with this Knight of Cups in reverse. This is kind of showing me someone wanting to, like, it shows someone who's been maybe not delivering on everything they said they would, like empty promises vibes, like saying one thing and just not being able to deliver. There's something about not being focused enough to put work into something, or to, I don't know, it could be different for obviously it's going to be different for everyone, but someone here is like ready to take charge when it comes to that. Maybe someone here wants to take control because that's not the energy that they're trying to show up in. Or if that's someone else's energy, there's someone here that's trying to be strong and take control. They actually are taking control. This feels like someone who's like ready to take control of their life. And things in the past, I don't know why I said past. I mean, it could be present, but it kind of feels, it feels accumulated, like maybe one too many times someone here couldn't deliver, whether that was you or the other person. Um, there's also a sense here that maybe you felt as both the candles go out at the same time. There's a feeling here of like you were like defending something or fighting for something, and maybe you just don't want to anymore. You're at a crossroads. You're trying to figure out which direction to go in. You feel powerless in this situation. There's a part of it that you're like, it's inevitable, is what I'm feeling. Like you kind of already know it, and you just kind of feel powerless in a situation. Yeah, I'm getting like marriage vibes or like long-term commitment vibes. Um, because we have the Guru reversed here, which is like it's the same as the Hierophant card, which is like the Pope of the tarot. So there's something that could have been like very traditional here that now there's a sense of maybe like changing it. There's a change coming to something. So if this was like yeah, this feels like a relationship that has been established at one point. So take it as it resonates, my Scorpios. Whoever energy I'm picking up right now, it feels like they're possibly dealing with someone already. I'm not getting. Let me see if I could see something for a Scorpio that's single. If this is a single Scorpio, this still feels like there's a big shift coming to your life in some way that you don't see coming when it comes to love. You're not really speaking much. I don't really see you. I see you like keeping to yourself and being very like introspective. There's something here that maybe you want to challenge like the tradition of what's like normally expected of you. You kind of want to do things your way, but you're very much like keeping to yourself, like regardless what your situation is. And maybe you're tired of like false promises in people that you have experienced and you're like tired of fighting. So that's you're trying to decide how to move forward, but either way I feel like you're being challenged in a way where your power feels like it's, I don't know, like you don't feel, there's certain things that maybe you have to surrender to, and that's the vibe that I'm getting. There's a feeling here where someone hasn't been speaking their truth. Maybe they've been very in their head and unclear over what they want or how they feel regarding this like relationship or this, you know, foundation, what they want. Um, yeah, what type of foundation? Like if you're not in a relationship, this is like maybe you being unclear over exactly what you want. Like, do you want long-term commitment? Is that for you? I mean, you're a Scorpio, you're a fixed sign, so I know that there is something very comforting about commitment, but there's also something that's either, I don't know if it's breaking apart, but it's definitely causing a lot of questions to come up for you. Like I said, there's someone here isn't putting, maybe someone here wants love, wants an emotional new beginning in the situation, regardless if you're single or if you're already dealing with someone. I feel like this could be possibly you, Scorpio, like you want love, you want a new emotional beginning of some sort, but are you really putting the effort into it? And maybe that's part of what you're trying to figure out is over what you should be putting the effort into. I'm kind of seeing you as also maybe being very emotional during this time. Um, Emotional in a way where maybe you're unclear. I don't think you have clarity in a situation, whatever your situation may be. You're trying to figure out how to get to a better place emotionally. Maybe that's going to require you to leave something behind or change direction. Maybe it's not even leaving a specific thing behind, but it's like changing directions. But it is going to come with I don't know if sacrifice is the right word, but maybe sometimes when we do different, there's going to be something that can't get our energy as much. But I do see like new opportunities for you. And I see healing after a period of patience. All right, anything else? All right, let's see what your advice is, my Scorpio friends, when it comes to your love life. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What advice do my Scorpios need to hear for their highest good, Spirit? What advice do my Scorpios need to hear for their highest good? Yeah, I was shown the Six of Swords, which is like you getting to a calmer place. I feel like maybe right now you're conflicted. Whether it's just, it might just be mentally conflicted because I don't know how much talking you're actually doing. I keep seeing the number 3, 3 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. There was also 3 birds on that 2 of Wands card that I didn't point out, but I was looking at. So your situation, maybe it involves other people in some way. All right. What advice for my Scorpio's highest good, Spirit? We have the Justice card. This could definitely be about a commitment or a marriage. Look at that Knight of Cups. That Knight, look at that Tower. Now it's reversed. So this is showing like, I mean, what I'm initially getting is like you getting, wow. Okay, talk about like big D energy, Scorpio. Like I literally see you like on top. Yeah, I mean, that's not where I was going to end that sentence. I do see you being on top, but it's like on top of like everything, your life. I'm really feeling like a lot of passion here and a passionate like new beginning of some sort. I feel like you're going to be feeling very, very good about yourself. In a way where like Scorpio likes to keep control over their shit, and I definitely see that. I see you stepping into a lot of power, and it leaves you feeling really strong. It's a good energy. We have a Death card too, so it's like things are shifting for you. Like it is the end of something. What I'm seeing here is what comes after this Tower moment. What comes after whatever this Tower moment is for you, whatever is unexpectedly changing. We'll look into that in a moment and see what comes through about the Tower. And there's also a change coming here over someone, like I said, someone, I don't know if it's you holding back feelings or you making promises you can't keep. There's like a change coming to that. I feel like it's going to happen pretty quickly with this 8 of Wands. It could be communication of some sort as well. You're no longer going to be fighting like when it comes to like you don't want to defend anymore. You don't want to feel defensive when it comes to not being able to deliver and not delivering on something when it comes to emotional feelings. So there's something here about you having a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things on your plate that are weighing you down. I feel like this Tower is like pointing that out, pointing out how much of a burden you're carrying. Why this Ace of Wands? 5 of Swords. Why the 5 of Swords with the Ace of Wands? We're going to leave that upright, but we will keep note that it wanted to come out reversed. I feel, the reason I feel like it's upright is because this Ace of Wands and the vibe that I get here, it feels very passionate and very driven. So I'm going to need a sip of tea, my friends. This could be something that happens outside of love that causes this. Like things could be going really good with your work or whatever you're doing. If it is relating to love, what I'm getting, it's like if you guys have an argument, there's going to be a really nice makeup session that's going to allow you to carry things forward. It's going to allow you to move forward. With that Five of Swords, I definitely feel like you might be conflicted over these new beginnings, but part of you is like, go with it because it's like you're moving forward. Why the Emperor? Yeah, this is going to be very healing for you. So, whatever it is that's shifting, it's healing, and you might find yourself I see you keeping to yourself a lot. I don't see you, I don't know how social you are, how much talking you're doing with other people, but I definitely kind of see you like laying low. And like I said, it feels very, very healing. The, so, there's something that's transforming here. But I don't know if you feel like it's not going to make things better or what this resistance is to kind of moving forward. Like I see, and we kind of saw it here too because that Chariot came out reversed. I don't know if you're having maybe that's what this Five of Swords is, that you're conflicted over moving forward. But I see happiness. I see that you just want to be happy. And your advice is to follow that. But be confident. Stick to like when you get these rushes of this Emperor tapping in and you feel like confident and like you're driven and you know what you want. It's like that those are the feelings you have to hold on to, because any resistance that you feel to let this process go and let this process do what it needs to do, which is if you know something is over, if you know something is no longer working out for you, if you kind of feel it, like allow it to run its course, because I see happiness for you and I know you want to be happy, Scorpio. Let me see what else I have here. With this Judgment reverse, there's movement on something that possibly in the past you felt stuck on. You're going to be pushed into a you're going to put you're going to be pushed into growth. This is something that's been trying to come in for you for years, and you're like literally being pushed. It's like rushing towards. So your advice is let this run its course. I see resistance on your part. You're like, no, I don't want to. It's not emotionally fulfilling, but it's what I know. You have a lot of memories here. I feel like if this was there's something about memories or childhood, maybe even children, a soulmate connection. Possibly this was a family or this is where your happiness lies in this situation. But there's something here long term that hasn't been working for a long time. It could be a long term commitment, or if you haven't been in a committed relationship and you still live at home. Um, it feels like something here hasn't been working out for a long time, even though there is happiness and there's good memories there. It brought you stress, a lot of nights of wondering what you should do, and maybe even like shutting down your own intuition. That's what I'm being shown. And it shows you being pulled back and cold, not because you're in a healing place, but because that's kind of maybe like how you were getting by, because this situation caused you anxiety for a long time. And even though there is happiness there, I feel like this could also be like what's to come. Actually, I know there is, because you're not meant to be stuck in this energy that's right here. This is the energy that's tempting you, I feel like, and you need to hold on to this. You need to hold on to when you're feeling confident and clear vision, because look what's waiting for you. This is beautiful. This is absolutely gorgeous. Like 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, Sun card, happiness. I love it. I love it. Spiritual awakenings, my friends. All right, my Scorpios, let's pull some oracle cards and a quick charm reading before we end this party. All right, thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What else can my Scorpios expect in the month of March? What do my Scorpios need to know about the month of March, Spirit? Scorpios need to know. Oops, we'll take them. I thought it was more than 3. We have, you're in alignment. I love that. Stay there. Stay in alignment. Step back and reevaluate. So this to me, it's when you get in those slumps of energy that we were seeing when I was saying that this feels like it's the energy that's trying to tempt you. It's just like old energy that's trying to hold you back. And then we have by all means, yes. By all means, keep going, my Scorpios. I had to sip some more tea. All right, let me get the charms. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages. What else do my Scorpios need to know about the month of March? What do my Scorpios need to know for the month of March? All right, we have the hopeful birdie, and I love that this landed on the step back and reevaluate. Remain hopeful, my friends. We have Miss Argentina, Beetlejuice, obviously Tim Burton, but also makes me think of if I knew then what I knew now, I wouldn't have had my little accident. So there's something here about the past, about knowing something from the past and not fully letting it integrate into who you are and allowing yourself to evolve. There's an evolution going on here for you, my friends. I definitely feel like metamorphosis vibes for you guys. Then we have the Marge and Homer in a sprinkled donut heart. So maybe there's a Simpsons connection, or definitely about a home situation, marriage, perhaps long-term commitment. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you're looking for the homie to your Marge. We have the Wu-Tang honeycomb drip pin, and the bee is always about abundance with me, and I do think that that's coming for you. There's also the honeycomb dripping, always a reminder to bring sweetness into the situation. Have fun, my Scorpios. I know you guys can be a little serious sometimes. We have the 9mm dagger pin, which I love for your reading because I was getting like passion vibes for you guys. There's something really fiery coming in for you guys, whether that is sexual or if it's just like overall how you're living and you're excited about things. I feel like you're really tempted to pull the trigger, and I would encourage you, if the time feels right, to pull that trigger on your passions. We have sad girl Sally. She is so self-sacrificing, but always mends herself at the end. My Scorpios, you guys can be self-sacrificing. That tail can swing up and sting your own selves. And yeah, so allow this process to unfold. But that's an acknowledgement of how you've been feeling. Even though I didn't get any sadness cards, I feel like you've been going through like I said, it didn't feel like new energy. It just kind of feels like it's been kind of like a buildup, and maybe there has been a lot of self-sacrifice along the way. We have the Prince pin. Maybe someone here is a Prince fan. When Doves Cry is the first song that came to my mind. And then we have Aplacate, Spanish slang. Actually, I think that might be Mexican slang. I don't know if just Mexicans say it, but aplacate is like calm the F down. So maybe you need to chill out. Step back and reevaluate. All right, my Scorpios, that's what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll catch you at the next one. Thanks, guys.